I feel when you create a character, when you write a character, you have to be you are obviously in love with the character that you create. When you decide on a particular actor who's going to play because he fits all the characteristics or you visualize him while you're writing, you will automatically love your actor. To love your actor is the most important. If you don't love your actor, because you love your character, you will always find a rift over there. There's an ego issue. नहीं मैं कहूँगा कि आप यहाँ से यहाँ चल के आइए. नहीं मुझे लगता है कि मुझे यहाँ से यहाँ चलना है. तो हर एक्टर अपने आप को डायरेक्टर समझता है. उसको लगता है मुझे ये रोल प्ले कर रहा हूँ. मैं ये लाइन बोल रहा हूँ. तो मुझे बोलते ये करने का दिल कर रहा है. तो आपके वो स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द सीन को वो हिलाना शुरू करता है. But if you love your actor and you reach out to him and you understand, I understand you have a point of view. You have a good suggestion. If it's a good suggestion, please accept it. But otherwise, you have to ask them to sit there in the place and just do what you have to do. मुझे मेरी पहली फिल्म में नाना पाटेकर जैसा एक टेम्परामेंटल एक्टर के साथ मेरा वो काम करना मिला. बहुत अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस नहीं था मेरे लिए. With all my honesty, I will tell you that I was quite traumatized by it. और वो जो ट्रॉमा जो मुझे भुगतना पड़ा वो मैंने आगे जाके सब एक्टरों के ऊपर डाल दिया था. जो मुझे भुगतना पड़ा मैंने कहा ये आप भी भुगतो. So it's so important to, but yeah, you have to learn to love your actor. You have to learn to pamper them. You have to learn to listen to them. They are playing your character that you are creating. You should never question their intention because they're doing your film. They're giving so much time to it. नाम तो है, पैसे तो कई फिल्में करते, पर आप भी करते हैं तो कुछ खास उन्होंने डिसाइड किया कि मुझे ये फिल्म करनी है. क्योंकि आपके पास एक विजन है, तो वो विजन के ऊपर उनको कन्विंस कैसे करोगे. तो कहीं ना कहीं आप जिस किस्म से स्क्रिप्ट नरेट करते हो उसमें वो आपको जान लेते कि भाई यहाँ मुझे ज़्यादा बोलना नहीं है, जो वो बोलेंगे वो मुझे करना है. Actors, like for example, if I talk about Shehnaz, Shehnaz is one of my top 3 favorite actors in terms of knowing what acting is all about. My top 3 actors are very, very clear in my mind. One is Seema Biswas, who is a pleasure to shoot and to understand what she does when you're seeing her through the camera. You can understand how she connects to the line or what she does, gives to the role. Exemplary she is. Rani Mukherjee and Shehnaz Hussain. Patel. I have never enjoyed so much as I've worked with Shehnaz on Black. She trained that little girl. अगर वो छोटी लड़की थी ब्लैक में जिसने काम किया, उसने कई वर्कशॉप्स शहनाज के साथ किए और जिस तरह से उसको नर्चर और कल्टीवेट कर दिया, उसके बाद मुझे लगता है 2 महीने किया आपने वो वर्कशॉप. उसके बाद वो लड़की को कुछ भी बोलता था वो करती थी. सारी क्रेडिट उसकी परफॉर्मेंस की मुझे मिली है. बट द फैक्ट ऑफ द मैटर इज दैट इट इज an actor like Shehnaz who's doing that workshop and explaining what acting is all about. So I feel a good actor. शहनाज का कभी कोई दूसरे एक्टरों के साथ प्रॉब्लम नहीं होता था. वो मिलजुल के करती थी. आपका सीन है आप करोगे. ऐश्वर्या विथ हुम आई हैड अ ग्रेट इक्वेशन जिसको मुझे कुछ कहना ही नहीं पड़ता था. मैं ऐश्वर्या को देखता था और हमारे आंखों में समझ में आता कि क्या जोन पे जाना है, किस पिच पे जाना है, क्या गलती हुई वो टेक के अंदर. कुछ ज्यादा एक्सप्रेशन हमारे बीच में कम्युनिकेशन नहीं होता था. इन सो मेनी वेज ऐश्वर्या इज माई म्यूज. इन सो मेनी वेज शी इज वॉट आई एंजॉयड शूटिंग अ लॉट एज एन एक्टर, एज अ डायरेक्टर. But Rani gave me so much more. A piece of your heart, a piece of your soul. So there are different kinds of actors. You have to understand and connect to different personalities. You have to handling their egos. कौन सी बात बुरी लग जाए, वो practically चीजें तो बहुत ही आपको कभी-कभी वो तकलीफ देती है कि इनको जाके कैसे बोले, इनको बुरा लगेगा, ये वो. But वो जब आप झेलना शुरू कर दो तो once you love your filmmaking, your film is what is more important. The rest is not important. Actors are there, the technicians are there. As long as you make what you love and you love them, and you surrender yourself to your actors and your technicians and to your film. I don't want anything for myself when I'm making a film. I don't even want to live in a 5-star hotel I don't want a distillery bottle, nothing. I surrender to the film, I surrender to them, and they better surrender to me. It's a two-way, and you should command it rather than expect it. Do not expect anything from anybody. I think we should command it by the vision you have, by the conviction you have, by the love and the passion of cinema that you have, and you realize that everybody's putting their minds. And as a director, I feel there are so many suggestions that Shehnaz would give on the set. I am not insecure. I have to learn to listen. I have to learn all the time. I'm learning, I'm as much a student as you all, and with all modesty I'm saying that I'm nervous as I shoot Bajirao because I don't know how I'm going to construct that scene. I have done a scene in the other film, but doesn't mean it's not the same scene, it's not the same set of actors, it's not the same ambience, it's not the same situation. So I have to be nervous, I am exploring every day as I shoot. So I never feel that मुझे ज़्यादा आता है मेरे एक्टरों से ज़्यादा सुनना बहुत ज़रूरी है. As long as you're listening, as long as you're open to listening and open to criticism and open to learning all the time, some actors can teach you a lot, and a good actor gives good suggestions because at that point of time, he is playing the part, he is saying the line. You have to respect that. So love him, love her, love them, and I think you're a great film.
Also a bit is that your advice to students is that how important it is for them to see the old classic cinemas in theatre, in this hall, because we have started exercise now from the next week that we will have 2 screenings of all big classics of world cinema and Indian cinema every week. But how, because what is the difference between watching a classic films on a computer or television or big theatres in the crowd, and how important for them to grow their artistic excellence by associating themselves by watching all those kind of classic movies, how important it is.
I think as a student, I remember in the institute when I started seeing all those great filmmakers. We are at an impressionable stage at this age when you are learning. And the first impressions of great filmmakers when you see it teaches you so much more than a lecture, than analyzing it, and dissecting it, writing a paper on it, writing theoretical essays on it. These are all exercises I understand. How much do you stay with certain images and certain sounds and understand over the period of time how this filmmaker has evolved and has said from one film to the other film, how he has moved and extended his style and what he is wanting to say. It's so important. I would, and all of us, none of us can be the filmmakers that we are if we are counted as filmmakers without the impressions of those great masters, those absolute great ones who we can never reach that point. We can never maybe ever achieve it because that's why they are masters. That's why we worship their work. I do not understand this laptop business. I do not understand everybody sitting in that quiet corner because you have to see it on the screen. You have to see it with the vibe of 10 other people sitting with you. There is that's what cinema is all about. I don't make films to be seen on the laptop. So yes, maybe sometimes a film that you don't get and you don't see very easily, or you don't you have the release of the film in this country, I understand. But if you don't see Kurosawa on the big screen, then you haven't seen anything. If you don't see Satyajit Ray on the big screen, you haven't. If you don't see Andre Vaida, which for me is the god of filmmaking, then you have not seen anything. So, and what the big screen does, that's what we live for. Our dream is this, to be seen over there. I remember at one point when I was out of work after the institute and somebody said, why don't you do advertising? Why don't you go and edit, because you're an editing student, why don't you edit it or make a documentary? Or I said, no, I'm made for the big screen. They said, we understand, but there is no salary, there is no income, there is no food. What big screen are you talking about? You don't know how to talk, you don't know how to present yourself. But our dream is just, no, it'll be there or it will not be there. I might as well perish without food rather than compromising. I'm not saying that doing television is wrong or bad, but my vision is cinema, and cinema is on the big screen, and it is incomplete if we don't see Fellini and that's why.
So Sanjay,
ये लोग तो कुछ पूछ नहीं रहे.
इन्हीं को ला रहा हूँ मैं, bring them in. So for about, your first film came out 2005, 2006. For 20 years you've been making continuously films. मैं जब आपसे पहली बार मिला था, and it was very generous of Sanjay, took time out. मैंने एक सवाल पूछा था आपको कि how did you make your first film? Because all these kids want to make their first film, they don't know how to go about it. How did you manage to get Salman Khan, Nana Patekar? How did you manage to make your first film?
Oh, so much struggle. 2 years outside Madhuri Dixit's room trying to knock and say, can you hear the Khamoshi script? 2 years. 1 year after outside Salman's house knocking and saying, can you hear? 6 months to convince Seema Bishwas after Bandit Queen to come and play that role. Nana Patekar to have gone through that storm of that and the power that he exudes to be able to jail him for almost 2 years before I came down to making the film. But then there is also that conviction. I was writing that script. I wrote that script and gave it to Vinod Chopra after Parinda. It was 91 when I said, why don't you make this since you're looking out for a script? So he said, no, I want to make 1940 love story. You make it when your time comes. I think it's a nice story, but it's not me, so I won't make it. So from there on, I thought Vinod Chopra would make it, and it would at least see the light of the day, and it would be there on the screen. But then I was directing the songs of 1942 A Love Story, and Shashi Patel from Universal Music called me and said, we've seen the songs and we wanted to make a film. Now, I was ready with the script, so now that's taking the opportunity and grabbing it, because you don't get these opportunities again and again. Luckily, I had a script ready. When my work came out, the songs of 42, people appreciated a lot because I got the independent credit for directing the songs. And because I had a script ready, because I had put in hours and hours and years of work, 3 years before that I was writing, there it was, the opportunity came, I grabbed it with all that I had, because there was no way that I would let it go. But to find and have a script and to find an opportunity, either you have destiny also playing a big part. Where did Mr. Lazarus call me, and Shashi Patel call me from Universal and say, come and make a film for us. Now that's God's blessing, and that's, but the struggle that you go through, to have gone to Nana Patekar's house and knocked and said, I have a script, so he's opened the door, only this much. What script he has said you have? I said, this is the script. He took the script, he said, come after 2 months and banged the door on my face. You have to be ready to have the door banged on your face. There were times when I would knock at Madhuri Dixit's makeup room outside, but it would not open and you were not allowed. So you go through struggle, you go through, but you just believe in what you want to do. If you're not willing to go, today is far more easier for these people to get films, because everybody's saying, hey, you want to make a film, you have a good script, come on, make it. But I assisted Vinod Chopra for 6.5, 7 years. 7 years is a long amount of time after the institute. So one has gone to the grind to make the film. It's very special. All the humiliation that you go through is your like the budget and like the money you need to make a film. You need that as a stimulant. You need to be humiliated. You need to go through the grind. Only then does the grit come. Because today, I realize most of the students come in their cars, mobiles, laptops. I made my Khamoshi through a rickshaw. I mean, I had to travel to rickshaw till the day of the premiere. I was going in a rickshaw. So it's just the grit, I think, that matters the most. That's how you make a first film.